class. I'm here to talk to you today about hot springs. Hot springs have an interesting past, and they are fun recreation and a relaxing escape that you can enjoy right here in Boise. Today I would like to tell you about the historical use of hot springs, where you can find some near and around Boise, and also the precautions that you should take when using them. Hot springs were historically used by many cultures around the world for hydrotherapy. According to AbsoluteAstronomy.com, in 2009, hydrotherapy in general dates back to ancient cultures from China and Japan, and most recently to the Roman hot springs. In ancient Rome, natural hot water was used in public baths. Also, hydrotherapy was used then for aching muscles, and also spring water could be drank in order to cure, they thought, stomach ulcers or other stomach ailments. I don't know how really good that would be for you, but you know. Today, hydrotherapy is used much in the same way to cure muscle aches, arthritis, people suffering from bad burns, strokes, paralysis, those kind of things. So you may be wondering, where can I find hot springs around Boise? Idaho is actually the state that contains the most amount of natural flowing hot springs. They're all throughout Idaho. The closest, most dependable pools, though, are in Crouch, which is on my nice little map. Here's Boise. Crouch is about 60 miles to the northeast. There's some nice pools up there, sorry. The first one I'd like to talk to you is called Skinny Dipper. It's about 5 miles west of Crouch, which is about right there. It is day use only. Swimwear is frowned upon, so if you do go to this one, be prepared to see naked people. It's about half a mile hike up a steep hill. So be prepared for that. Don't drink up there because there's a lot of naked people, which can lead to people drink. There's broken glass. Anyways, broken glass, horrible places. One of the nice things about this particular hot spring is there are several pools. There's a very large one at the bottom, which can be used as a party pool. So you can take a lot of friends up there. Also, it has adjustable water temperature, which is really nice. Not all hot springs have this, so you know, if it's too hot, you can change it. The second one I'd like to talk to you about is called Rocky Canyon, or Ten Pool, depending on who you're talking to. It's located along the middle fork of the Payette. It's a really nice pool. It is about 12.5 miles away from Crouch to the northeast. You do have to wade across the river to get to it, which can be kind of bad, so you only really want to go in the summer, fall area. It's about 120 degrees at the top pool and really hard to adjust because of the proximity to the river. It was also recently renovated, and so all the pools are now lined with concrete, which is really nice because sand was in the bottom before. That's not nice. The last one I'd like to talk to you about is called Fire Crew Hot Spring, which is about 15 miles northeast of Crouch, just past the last one we spoke about, Rocky Canyon. It's about 128 degrees and right by the river, so it's really easy to adjust if you especially bring a pail or something with you, just to adjust it. It is in a campground. Swimwear is absolutely necessary. There are some downsides to going to hot springs. One of the main ones would be what is referred to as red bugs or chiggers. According to WF Line on ohioonline.edu, chigger larvae, what they do is they inject their host with a salivary secretion that actually breaks down the skin cells and then leaves a small white tube, so it's very itchy, and then they'll suck your liquefied skin cells out of the tube, which is disgusting. And they can last for quite a while. You do have to use like pesticides, kind of like with head lice to get rid of them. Another thing, because of the fact that hot springs are often located in the woods, another thing you have to watch out is for ticks. They can pass on Lyme disease and other harmful diseases. And they're gross. One of the biggest dangers about using hot springs is the bad weather that can onset really rapidly. You'll have to check the weather report before you go, and also just watch it throughout the day. If you happen to notice it starts raining, thundering, and lightning, then you'll want to be sure that you can get out of there quickly. I actually had that happen once. I was at the Ten Pool, and it started hailing, and we had to cross back across the river and hailing, and then river is just, it's not good, it's cold, unpleasant, you're not wearing a lot. Anyways, one of the biggest other dangers of going to hot springs for people, especially of our age group, is that we do like to drink at them occasionally. And I've seen this happen to where like people will pass out in hot pools and then drown because they get tired and they're warm and they're drunk and happy. So, I mean, what do? You're sitting there, you're like, you slip under. It happens. It happened recently, actually this winter. Someone was up there, they got drunk, they lost their clothes, and then they froze to death. So it can happen. Another danger, and probably the greatest one, is seeing people you don't want to see naked. So, absolutely, be prepared for this. I am not kidding you at all. It's scarring. In conclusion, if you are safe and responsible and have a really nice guide like I do, then hot springs can be a fun recreation to go to here in Boise. They have a rich history and they're enjoyable and great to do with friends.